Caveman 831. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna put the fear of God in you queers. Once and for all, you're gonna fall. You're gonna wish that you could call upon some of y'all guardian angels, but there's no one with a scarier face than the replacement for the Grim Reaper. You're gonna creeper all over the gatekeeper of the paid piper. There's none like her, there's none like there was back in the days of Cain and Abel. I'm willing and able to keep it stable. It's not a myth, it's not a fable, it's reality. You're gonna see that you can't beat me on your feet. Take it to the street, because every time that I am gunning for you, I won't miss. Speechless, I'm at a loss. Overgrowing like the blowing underside of the moss that's now shaking like the flaking forsaken that took a loss. Misshapen, silver-bladed knife that is berated as I'm being castrated by my wife for life as I waded in the water that lies beneath the fog, and it is now becoming heavy. And must you see the gold-plated confusing aura around it all? Since the last time that I waited, never was I satiated, not even once since I flew the nest of my cradle with the rest of the hateful, and like a grateful is never grateful with a playful, carried out softly with a ladle, then poured directly into battle, slithering one foot under the tub, in which I do beseech, yes I you dubiously implore thee forevermore, although yet somewhat horizontally on the floor. And at this very moment you might just be knocking at the door, but what for, and on what floor will I score, cause I need more. Like a whore can take dick without it, I will indeed transform into the dope-sick, encrazed philanthropist that will twist my will like the mist from the windowsill. Yes, very ill, and yet still I'm starting to feel my grip slipping on the wheel as I'm struggling to peel down my throat and quite the full meal for real. And it's all in the bag, watch as they sag like in the router. I cannot believe I've given a fuck about her. Pushing away from this wishing well as I'm sitting in hell. Can you tell? At least half of the freezing melted one fell swoop on top of this stoop. And so here I will adhere and smear with all of the fear that is coming near, and serenade they will gladly sing unto my bar. So I say unto thee and unto thou, yes, I speak to you as I take my bow to all of these who wear a frown, which turns out as the mark, not of the beast, no, at least I know, but of that which from the east I will go, from a town to which once drank of sound, mothers of sons, and all of the brothers began, and of among them murdered one. This one whom had done and went ghost, yes, went gone, and at the very most the entity emptied all of his pity on what? A shitty thing, and never will rage beget he until I allow him to get free of the things for you and for me, tumbling in your vanity as I'm fumbling for my sanity. Meanwhile, struggling into profanity with my left hand, you see, right-footed without any kind of safety net, but plenty of ill will, and yet still I'm always stopping your conscious, like Pontius Pilate was a blah blah blah. Spasms of sarcasms beaming with the scheming translucent hues of an overgrowing yet underfooted wildfire that completely devoured the entire row of boats that drift along the pier. How weird, isn't it so that we will never know exactly where it is that we will go, other than the predestined infested lesson that we are preordained to be guessing? And I'm betting that if you ain't shit and you never held a Smith & Wesson, then I suggest your scary ass go to church to start confessing of how I'm the best and continuously testing my nuts. Okay, so what? You're gonna end up getting fucked in the butt, you ugly slut. Once again, I'm sitting with my own contemplating contusions from cataclysmic cartoons like harpoons digging into wombs of buffoons, wondering why I'm once again alone, graphing this giraffe that's laughing and communicating with the thickening thyroids of the catapulted tomb, throwing stones at mentions of glass that's doomed to be decadency at last of the gas that we left on this earth. Still searching for what I've lurking since birth, my worth summed up laying in the dirt, and I hurt like a cartoon is slurping and she is burping a purple thing until it's lurching the flailing red wing. And I sing, I'm half Spaniard. Have you heard the other half is indeed a germ? Man, I'm not understanding a damn thing I'm doing, but I'm just graphing all these thoughts down with a pen, and then I'm an everlasting gobstopping while God is dropping the weight of the world from off both of his shoulders like boulders, crashing down from up on top of this elevated, gold-plated, never satiated, decapitated skull like a dough quill made of wool that was woven by the hands from within the oven. And yes, I'm loving as I put the left glove in the crime space that I hate to watch dissipate this loss. I should floss my ass more often. Please cover your mouth when you're coughing. I'm laughing as I allow that I can't hear the sound from around the bend. Please don't send